official stuff. Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. N-I-C-K, mumbling is right here. People in the house, put them hands in the air. Cause if you don't vote, then we don't care. 1, 2, 3 times 2 to the 6. Jonesing for your fix, so that dabble politics mix. So when I fudge, you left punk. Shut the fudge up and back the fudge up while we fudge this track up. On your flags up, on your flags up. On your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up. Retort in, now retort out. Hands up now, hands down. Back out, tell me what you're gonna touch now. Republicans in now, Democrats out. Guns up now, hands down. Black up, tell me what you're gonna vote now. Dabbling, 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 dabbling. Keep dabbling, 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 dabbling. Come on. Keep dabbling, 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 dabbling. 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 You wanna mess with dabbling in politics? You can't mess with dabbling in politics. Listen, we debate it all every week Saturday night, and it's YouTube thing right here. Yo, we're doing it all the time, so you better get some better views and get saved up all your time. So we got the gang set, so don't complain yet. 24/7, never begging for a rain check. Old school dabblers blasting out the political shit. The back and forth shit, put bounce in the dabble pit. On your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up. Retort in, now retort out. Hands up now, hands down. Back up, tell me what you're gonna touch now. Republicans in now, Democrats out. Guns up now, hands down. Black up, tell me what you're gonna vote now. Dabbling, 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 dabbling. Keep dabbling, 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 dabbling. Come on. Keep dabbling, 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 dabbling. 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 Hey ladies, where you at? Hey fellas, where you at? And the dabblers that don't give a fuck, where you at?
Oh shit! There's my fuck up. I kept him on screen. I can actually see you moving though, so we might be all right.
All
I
right,
think
cool.
things
Can you
are-
hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, excellent.
I think it's the storm, dude. My shit, like even now, like sometimes it goes slow motion on me for a second, and then like comes right back. Like even me. But all right, I think we're good. Well,
Sure.
welcome to Dabbling in Politics, everybody. I am OG Mumbling Nick, and with me already on screen, dressed for the occasion like a nice agent, is Liquid Cryptid himself. How we doing, sir?
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Hope everybo's staying warm. Yeah, when you sent the link, I was like,
Yeah.
holy shit, it's early.
It is.
I mean, on time. And then I was like, oh yeah, you're probably
Well,
as stuck in your house as I am.
yeah. Believe it or not, I know I got a million excuses every week. I'm not lying when I'm saying I run most of my errands on a Sunday, and that did not happen today. I have not left the house, so
Me either.
yeah.
Well, I
So
went
I
out to
did-
the car to check out what was going on, and
Yeah.
it's encased in ice. So I was like, yeah, we'll deal with this tomorrow when it's not sleeting and
Yeah,
snowing and freezing rain on me.
I've pretty much already decided I ain't going to work tomorrow, as 99% of my company won't be going to work anyway. So,
Well, no, I don't want to drive. I just want to get into the car, get it
Right.
started, and warmed up and get the ice off of it, get the sheet of ice off of it. I don't plan on going anywhere because the roads are fucked.
yeah.
There's just straight up ice.
I'm trying to figure out if, I will fully admit I am most likely in the worst shape of my life right now. I've never been older. I'm not a huge guy, but I've never been heavier. You know, I used to be a skinny guy, and now I'm, dad bodding it, at best. And, the other shit, the medication. I took my dog out, right, a couple times today. And what the guy finally came to plow the driveway. Like, we shovel, but they plow the driveway. So when I went to take her out this last time, I get out there and the snow's like up to her fucking shoulder. Like she's trying to like wade through it like it's fucking water. And she just stops because she's like, I can't even squat and piss in this shit. So I'm like, fuck. So I pick her up and I carry her to the road because the main road, the road's plowed, hoping she'll just piss in the road. And She starts pulling me down the fucking street. She wants to cross the street. I'm like, no. So there's a side street right near us that's half. I pick her up to get her over the snowbank plow, put her in the side road. She fucking reverses on me. There's a parking lot near us which has like these businesses, and she wants to go there. I'm like, all right, maybe that's plowed, but the guy is actually in there plowing it at the time, so I didn't want to like get in his fucking way. So there's another side street right there. So I'm like, I pick her up, put her in that side street. Out of nowhere, she darts left, dives into a fucking snowbank to get into the fucking parking lot, takes a piss, and then she wants to run. When we ran down, I should have said we ran down to the parking lot. Then she starts running back, and dude, I don't know if it's probably because it's cold, because I'm old and out of shape, or I got medication that slows down a lot of my adrenaline. I like couldn't catch my breath. And it was like I hadn't like not been able to catch my breath in a long time. And it wasn't like scary. Like I knew I was gonna catch it. It wasn't like I couldn't breathe, but it took me a long time to catch it. And I'm like, this is not good. I gotta start working out or something. This is not good. Not good at all. Fuck. Even now. Then it's like 20 minutes later, I throw a mask on. I'm like, great, that's gonna help my breathing. Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, at least you have like no snow. I was in the freezing rain area.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we got snow. Like if you look out there, it looks like snow. It did snow, but it's actually about an inch of ice. So
different kind of ice.
Sleeted. So it's got like it kind of really looks like snow. Like you go walk on it. There's some parts where I can actually just walk on top of the snow. Every now and then my boot will go through the ice into the snow.
Okay, yeah.
But it's just solid.
Yeah, we got straight up snow, and it's like pretty much up to my fucking like knees right now. Like, you know, my dog's it's a medium sized dog. She's a fucking what kind of terrier, but she's a terrier. You know, she's like 30 something pounds or whatever. So she's not. My dogs before her were like these 10 and 12 pound fucking dogs. And she's, you know, my wife can't pick her up and carry her. So I'm like, I got to keep taking her out because she doesn't want to like, she likes the snow, but not this much snow. She's like, I can't even move in this fucking shit. Fuck this. And it's still coming down. But I actually, as much as I hate snow, I'd rather have that than what you got. Because that ice, that can lead to the power outages, you know, with the lines get heavy. So that shit sucks.
Yeah, all our power is underground here. So
that's good. That's good. Never mind.
So yeah, that was like I noticed. I was like, because I was thinking the same thing. It's like, oh shit, this is my first like real big winter sort of storm in a place that gets this kind of weather. What do I do if the power goes out?
Right.
And then I looked around. I'm like, oh wait, no, all our power's buried here. So
that's awesome.
Should be fine. So we haven't had any issue at all.
Frank chiming in saying, I think how KB's been treating Scarlett is worse than anything Ice has done. I actually haven't watched that lately, but I have heard the exploitation is getting turned up. So yeah, I'll Scarlett it out. I'm good.
She's a porn star. Her job is to be exploited.
Yeah, I've been over 300. I'm not moving much. But thank you. I get subs in spurts. I feel like, I think I got over 300 like a while ago, and I've gone up like 30 in like a few months.
Yeah, back when I had a channel.
Yeah,
I was always trying to get some subs thrown over this way.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I used. I remember like I used to obviously watch your shit, so it's like. I'd see you going up every time, but I'm like, oh, this is awesome. And then I'd be watching WATP and you get the shout out and it'd be like, boom. I'm like, nice. You start like,
yeah,
dude. Actually, I remember when we got the first 100. I actually know who number 100 is. It's Shaka John was the number 100 for us.
Yeah, but my Rumble channel's almost has as many subs as my YouTube channel had now.
Oh, that's good. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Like, I've heard like Rocco, plug you and shit too. So Cardiff, I think. So that's
and John. Even today, John mentioned me again. One of the men of the man. Did you hear his little ice tirade? No,
I didn't hear him at all today.
He did a thing where he's talking about the shooting, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes off into these masked people are kidnapping people. and they're wearing masks like cowards, like Cardiff, and he started going into the Dabbleverse, like Cardiff and Sheet Shitterson and Liquid Cryptid, and it just moved right off, completely just moved right off into Dabbleverse complaining again.
At least he finally figured out we're two different people. I think that finally got through his head. He
maybe
not. I don't know. Last time he mentioned me, he said that I accused him of graping 2 underage girls, which I never did. So I don't know who's feeding him this shit. I know what he's referring to, and he made it 1,000 times worse than what I actually said. There was no grape. It was one girl, and it's like, yeah, it's insane. Young old vibes. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. I know when we moved it to 9 and we made it hard for you, but glad to see you here. We will try and save the country. We'll start moving along. First, I just want to acknowledge something really quickly. I almost forgot to do this. Last Sunday, for those of you that watched, thank you. We had Joseph Catalano III, and I can't remember Chad's real name at this moment,
James.
which is fine. But and I ended up leaving early and then like not coming back. I had a medical thing. I was not like feeling it. First time I felt like that in a long time, and I haven't felt like it since, so that's good. When I first started having health problems, I get these spasms, and I'm still getting them, but they were going crazy, and I was blurred vision, and I couldn't think, which hadn't happened. And that used to happen when I first started getting this shit. And I was power through it, and then I went to ask Chad question, and I don't even remember how. I didn't go back to watch to see how it looked, but I couldn't like get my words straight. I couldn't form the question I wanted to do, and then I'm like, oh Jesus. So I sat there for a while, I think like this, and then finally I'm like I gotta go. And so anyway, I apologize for that. I want to thank Cryptid for finishing the show. So thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure. I was actually sort of stretching to see, because I was paying attention to them.
Yeah.
And then you left, and I figured, something maybe happened or whatever. And then all of a sudden you just completely left.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, I'm just stretching, trying to say, is Nick going to come back? And I didn't read the private chat until, towards the end there. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, okay. And then, Chad left. So I was just like, yeah, Joey, let's wrap this up.
Yeah. I forget. I said something like, I'm dealing with something. I got to jump off.
Yeah.
And then whatever, it just wasn't getting better. So I put in the private chat, but yeah, I never look at the private chat either. So I should have known. I should have just came on real quick and be like, I'm done. But yeah, thank you guys. And yeah, we've been talking about what to do with Joey, and I actually streamed with Joey on a stream with Joey at like 5, 6 this morning, randomly. But yeah, I don't know. I'll just say this: I appreciate Joey. I like Joey, and I like. But if we do this again, it's we can't have all these restrictions. I didn't mind the first time. The first time it wasn't even bad. It was they pick categories, we pick categories. Totally fine. Second time there was only one category, which I was even okay with because, all right, let's make this about your bill. But I don't know. I'm starting to not like all the restrictions. They seem to go one way. So I like Joey, but if we get him on again, it's we got to extend the leash, take the handcuffs off, whatever fucking expression you want. So.
Yeah, we need to start going a little bit harder on him, especially after his quote political show, the Meet the Candidates show that he did the other day.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, I think the gloves need to come off now.
Yeah, like if we're gonna play this game, let's play the game. Like I know it's weird because obviously it's the longest of long shots, but I'll even tell you, I told Cryptid behind the scenes, I'm like. Look, I knew who that Tiger King guy was before the Tiger King thing came out because he ran for president. And I follow that shit. So every once in a while, one of these guys can get a little viral moment. So I thought Joey may be trying to go for a viral thing or just want to say he ran for president. But whatever the reason, he was actually doing things the right way. He was doing all the steps he needed to do. So I just wanted to give him the common courtesy to treat it legit while he was treating it legit. And now I don't feel like he's treating it as legit as he was before. So I'm like, all right, if you're not going to treat it as legit, we're not going to be handcuffed with what we can ask and not ask anymore. That's all. And that's that. Anyway, I wanted to thank those two guys for their guest appearance. I want to thank Cryptid for powering through the show and finishing without me. And
I would like to have Chad back on. Just Chad.
Yes, he got shortchanged 100%. 100%.
Well, I tried to ask him questions, and he was always like a couple word answer.
Yeah.
It's like,
and I have to get better at not letting Joey filibuster. I thought it went great the first time because let Joey cook. The second time, it didn't go as I tried the same strategy and it didn't work as well. So
you don't think so? I thought it went pretty well. I actually
did. You maybe dude, you know what, dude? I was my head was like so I don't even know. I don't know. I was not in the right place. I didn't go back to watch it yet, so who knows? But yeah, I wasn't happy with my performance. That's all I remember. So we'll see. We'll see.
Well, yeah, you weren't feeling well. So.
Yeah. So. All right. So anyway, guys, the topic once again, we are going back to ICE because it just won't leave the news. And what's ironic is earlier in the week, I was talking with Krishan, and he was interested in the church protest on them. And I gotta be honest, I don't know if I missed something on that. I don't see the excitement over that particular thing, so I don't even know if we'll get to it today, but I threw it in there. And then we had the stories of like a 5-year-old boy who was taken in the ICE and used to get his father. And I think like there was another young child. So I thought used to get their parent, and they were all taken down to Texas. So I thought that would be the big story. And then yesterday morning happened. So that's obviously where we're going to at least start, and we'll go from there. But we had another shooting of an American citizen in Minnesota by an ICE agent, and another death. And before I get into my thing, Cryptid, just on a general level, I wanted to know how you feel about this one, and do you feel any differently than the last one?
I feel differently. I feel a little differently. I say fucking start shooting them all. Fuck them. Done. I'm done with these assholes. Absolutely. Just shoot them all. Don't care.
ICE? Yeah, I think we should.
No. Shoot the fucking protesters, okay? I'm fucking done. They're fucking animals. They obviously cannot survive. They cannot exist in a society. All right? They're agitators. They're paid, organized agitators. Just came out like a couple hours ago. Somebody's been infiltrating their organizations and has released all of the shit that they've been doing behind the scenes. They have like signal groups and stuff like that, where they literally follow cars around, people around that they think might be ICE, and they record the license plates. They have a whole database of license plates, and they got people at the DMV helping them run the license plates to see who owns those cars. And they're just like, if it's an SUV, black SUV, then they did. I've just watched 3 videos before we come on here about just regular people getting harassed by these people that, they said, well, their car license plate came up at the database. No, fuck them all. They're traitors. They all need to be tried and strung up for treason.
Okay, number one, I don't know anything about the shit you just said about the last few hours.
The guy was not there just to protest ICE. He's organized. It's part of an organization that follows the ICE around and then does the protests and stuff and interferes.
Yeah, he very well could be.
It's literally conspiracy to interfere with. Yeah, it's literally conspiracy to interfere with the government agency.
I do know that ICE is taking pictures of license plates of American citizens and putting them in the database.
But they have the legal right to.
So we're bootlickers now. This is where we're yes, massa, yes, government.
No.
Let's get rid of the Second Amendment. We don't need it anymore because we're just going to obey.
This is literally never in the history of this country been legal to do.
Do what?
Interfere with federal agents.
They're not. He was literally recording and waving people through again.
No, he was literally interfering with the federal agents. He was getting in the middle of them actually trying to arrest another agitator who was actually being physical. He got into the middle of that.
No, they took down a woman. He was trying to help the woman, and they
Right.
he
And
is
what he
a
should have
medic
done
and
is
a
got the
nurse or
fuck out of
whatever.
there. No, he was legitimately part of an organization, an entire organization, well-funded,
I
well-connected
don't care.
organization
Number one,
that's committing conspiracy to interfere with government work.
first off, I'm sick of this. I've protested a million times in my life. Nobody's ever paid me. No one's ever approached me to fucking pay me. So I don't know
Well,
where
yeah,
all
you're
this
not part
shit
of this
comes from.
group. You're not part of these groups. No,
Right.
as I said, it's just come out in the last couple hours. There's whole signal groups and stuff like. You could probably get into one.
Now, are
But
there
you just show up and go. You're not one of these, you're not part of these organizations. You're not like specifically in any kind of organized Antifa organization or communist
and
or
I
any
will
kind
say
of communist or stuff like this sort of groups, right? So you're not going to
no,
be part
I'm
of
not.
these things.
Most of these protests that I've attended, they are organized by groups. You do need groups to organize these things. So
No, what
I
I'm
wouldn't be
saying
shocked.
is that these ICE stuff, specifically in Minnesota, is literally organized through various organizations using Signal and Discord, where they literally have people who have jobs who patrol around looking for what they think are ICE vehicles, recording the license plates, sending it back through Signal, where somebody is a license plate checker. These people actually work for the DMV, where they get the information on those vehicles to determine if they're owned by the federal government, if they're ICE.
Well, if that's true,
I'm saying this. Yeah, it is
okay,
true.
I'm fine with it.
So that's what I'm saying. Shoot them all. Fuck them. They're traitors.
Because they don't obey the government. This is insane. This fucking Gestapo I'm good. I'm good
it's
with
not
it.
disobeying the government.
Executed somebody else
literally
again. This was
illegal in
worse than the
entire
last one. Worse than the last one. And according to the autopsy, it looks like the third shot is what killed that fucking lady last time. The one that definitely did not need to be taken from the side. These fucking guys are out of. I'm literally at the point where I'm ready for. Remember, months ago we were talking, and I'm like, dude, more than ever. And I think even you and Krishan were telling me I should, not for the reasons, but telling me I was thinking like, first time in my life, I'm thinking of getting a gun because this is like getting out of fucking control. Now I'm not going as crazy as some of these other people. I love my wife. Unfortunately, she's like I'll be honest with you. I have not seen an ICE agent in person yet, so I have not had any of these interactions. Yeah,
well, you probably won't because they probably where you are actually cooperate. It's only places where they don't cooperate with ICE that they have these issues. Like Minnesota, where they are in Minnesota, Minneapolis, and then of course Portland and stuff like that. Every other state's fine. Do you notice that there's only a couple of places where we get these ICE things? And not every other state. They're operating in every state.
Well, let's be honest here. They're going high. They get the fucking head of the whole things in Minnesota. They're obviously, because of Walsh and all them, they're going very hard in Minnesota. So
it's because they got all these fucking agitators and people trying to interfere with them there. Every state where the local police and the state government cooperates with ICE, it's fine. We don't get any of these stories. Why is that? Why is it only these places where these agitators are that ICE is shooting people? Huh? Not the whole country, just these couple of places that ICE is bad. Everywhere else, we don't hear any stories from because none of this happens.
I think some of us we're done with this. We're done with like little kids being taken into custody. We're done with them going after.
But only in Minneapolis.
We're done with them going after brown people, asking for their fucking papers. Essentially, we're done with it.
But only in Minneapolis and like Portland. Everywhere else are fine with it. Because
well, then, dude, what do you want from me? Like, what isn't the point of the Second Amendment to stand up to the tyrannical government? And now you got Trump and them like he was armed. He was armed with a semi-automatic pistol. Holy shit! You sound like a blue-haired liberal all of a sudden. Like, it's fucking legal there.
He was armed,
right? Which is perfectly legal.
Not at a protest, though. Actually, I just found out.
Oh, okay. So, can we all do a 180 on Kyle Rittenhouse then, and all of those fucking guys?
That's exactly what I was thinking. Actually,
that showed up heavily armed to all these fucking protests.
That's kind of what I was thinking when I found that out. In Minnesota, it's actually illegal to be armed at a protest. And then my first thought was, well, there goes Rittenhouse shit.
It's unfortunately
Yeah, when you're armed and you get approached by police officers, I've been approached. I conceal carry. I've been approached by police officers on 2 occasions. And both occasions, once I was in my car, and hands on the steering wheel. Cop comes up. I was speeding. Cop comes up. I say, I have a gun on me. And I got out of the car. I let hands up, let the officer take my gun. He took it, locked open the slide, put it on the top of my car. We talked. I got a ticket. He gave my gun back. The second time, I was walking somewhere, and it was late at night. It was years ago, long time ago, in a place that I really shouldn't have been. So the cop was just like, once the police approached me, I put my hands up. I got a weapon on me, and the officer said, "Just don't reach for it and leave your, make sure your hands are free." And then he just said, "You gotta go." And I said, "Okay, I'm going."
Yeah,
that's how you do it. Okay, you don't.
I've seen a lot of
with a gun jump in front of the cops, in front of law enforcement, and start fucking with them, because as soon as they see the gun, they're gonna go, "Okay, this guy's resisting and he has a gun. That we're now in mortal danger." And you're going to get shot.
There's no mortal danger. Listen, I've seen those First Amendment videos, so I know exactly what you're talking about, how they always either disarm them. 90% of the time they disarm them. I'd say about 10% of the time they do that second thing where they're like, just, you can keep it, but let me keep your hands where I can fucking see them, blah, blah, blah. He's fucking recording, right? They start assaulting a fucking woman. Like a real man, he goes to help the woman up, and he starts getting fucking sprayed and attacked. I don't know when the fuck he was supposed to, like, announce he has a fucking gun or whatever. We're supposed to let them
what you do is you don't interfere.
Some fucking woman, or you like this. They're supposed to de-escalate. This is insanity. This is fucking insanity.
No, they're not. They're federal agents. That's the local PD, but the local
all
PD
law enforcement, they're not supposed to hype shit up like this. This is fucking crazy.
And they
pull the fucking, they take the gun from the guy and then fucking execute him.
Well,
and
yeah,
they back off like fucking criminals do. Like, oh shit.
It's like within half a second, one guy takes the gun, another guy yells gun, and then the gun is a P320, which are notorious for accidentally going off. So it looks like it accidentally went off when he grabbed it from him. And so it was like within literally like half a second, gun, somebody yells, "He's got a gun." One of the officers yells, "Gun, gun, gun." And the gun goes off. And then they go, now they obviously think that they're being shot at, so they fucking shoot them.
Yeah, and this is my point.
Here's a good idea. Don't get involved in the first place.
Here's a good idea.
100% of the time, you don't interfere with law enforcement like that, you don't get shot.
Don't hire fucking Proud Boys and January Sixers and then give them 47
bullshit.
Days of training. Let's not do that. How about that?
That's absolute bullshit. Those are trained. They're they're formerly either military or police officers.
Well, then they're incompetent as fuck, because these guys, I've never seen shit.
Apparently only in Minnesota, and like
unbelievable.
Apparently only in Minnesota they're incompetent.
No, dude, they're going fucking postal in Minnesota. They're assholes fucking all over the place. I mean, Young Old Vibe said this shit's been going on in Texas for fucking years. Trump, dude, and I hate even having to say this because I avoided this shit for a while, but Trump, I mean, he clearly said he's going after certain states, certain blue states. He's going after Minnesota.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why it's happening in Minnesota.
There's ICE is operating all over the country.
I know there is. But they're obviously
what
going
other
extra...
states what other states is this happening in? Where are other people getting shot in the other states?
I said they're going extra hard in Minnesota. Like, who the fuck knows what they're doing in I haven't seen an agent. Obviously, they're not going too hard in fucking Massachusetts because I haven't fucking seen one.
Well, do you have a lot of illegal? Well, yeah, I guess you said you had a couple.
Yeah, dude, the town I grew up in was fucking... They used to literally do a... I say the town I grew up in. I've lived in a bunch of them, but the town where they had that ICE thing happen earlier this year, they used to... I don't even know how this was fucking legal back in the day. I'm trying to remember, but it was in the fucking 90s. They would every year, every other year, the housing they would get them on housing violations because there'd be like, 10 people in a 2-bedroom type, you know what I mean, type thing, like fire code housing violation shit. And that's how they would get rid of the undocumented immigrants because we had a bunch. So,
but anyway, as I said, I'm tired of the bullshit and these organized protests against against ICE. If ICE was just able to just go do their job without these people fucking interfering, there wouldn't be a problem.
I still love the First Amendment, so I'm not tired of it. And now hearing like Trump and all them try to sound like they're against the Second Amendment is amazing.
As I said, it's fine. Go out there, record, stay away, because even regular police officers, you're not allowed to get within a certain range, or it's considered, or they will get you. They'll detain you if you get within a certain distance. That's all police officers, everywhere. Stay in range, record, even call them a bunch of assholes and fuckers, whatever. Yell at them, do whatever. Do not get in and interfere.
Let me touch on this real quick. The Somali thing, which we haven't talked about. I find this now. I do need to look more into it. I have looked into it, but I do know from fucking last time shit. Most of the Somalians in Minnesota, or the majority, I'm not going to say most, the majority, they're there legally. This isn't even like first generation shit. They came up because for the job thing or whatever. And yes, there are those bullshit daycares there. They got busted. Like they literally were investigated and busted. So like the system actually kind of worked. So I don't know, like the whole thing's being like blown out of proportion. It's insane. On that anyway, yeah, I didn't want to get off topic there, and I want to be fair.
It's sort of on topic, but yeah, I don't think any of those Somalis
it's the same state.
I believe they're citizens.
Yeah,
most of them are citizens or have
so
properly immigrated and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're legal, whatever way.
They're legal. They're here legally.
I do want to, because I want to be fair on this. Well, I think what happened yesterday is fucking unconscionable. I want to be honest, like I do with the Rittenhouse shit. This is the reason why this carrying guns to this shit is fucking tricky. It is because cops see a gun or whatever, federal agency a fucking gun, and this shit happens. The thing that just sucks is when you dress like right-wing militia guys, you can literally carry fucking rifles openly, and the cops love you. They'll give you fucking water. But, if you protest against them and you're legally concealing, they'll fucking kill you. But it makes things tricky because even though the Second Amendment makes it legal, these guys get jumpy. These fucking agents and cops always get fucking jumpy when they see a fucking gun in these situations. So it might not have been the best idea, but he still was just fucking executed. And
also, please, let's not say protesting. Let's say interfering.
He wasn't interfering. We'll watch the video in a second. Please do not call me Stunt Joe Democrat. Please. I fucking hate Stuttering John. I don't like the people. Stuttering John thinks fucking asshole from California should be president, so fuck him.
Oh, yeah, Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, Newsom. He thinks Newsom's the fucking greatest fucking thing. Fuck Newsom.
Run California straight into the ground. Maybe he can try to spend another several $1 billion to make a high-speed train from, maybe his backyard to the neighbor's backyard.
Yeah, you're right, Vagina Wrinkle. He doesn't know anything. That's why he brings on Karam and Ojeda and goes, I saw this on MSNBC. What do you think? And then let them talk about it. It's what he fucking
it is Facebook and stuff. It is X and stuff. It's all political memes. It's all things that other people said. He just reposts things that other people have said.
All the time.
He has no fucking actual opinion on anything.
All right. So originally I had yesterday when I was planning this out, I had what's his face? Jesus Christ. You're probably not even gonna know him, so I shouldn't even think of his name. He's a reporter. He used to be a reporter for The Intercept, and now he's on Breaking Points. Ryan Grimm. He had the videos, but literally shit was when he made them, we didn't even know the guy's name. So it's not like up to date or whatever. I'd rather show him than whatever the fuck MS Now is, because I'm guessing there's an MSNBC link, because I see Velshi there. But they do got like all the important videos, and they do got the close-ups or whatever. So I'm just going to go with this, because even though I want to go, my boy Ryan Grimm from Independent Media, he put the shit out early on before. Actually, when he put it out, we didn't even have the video from that lady in pink or purple or whatever. So this is what we'll go with, and we'll try and ignore their fucking mainstream commentary. The other guy, I don't even know who the fuck he is. He does take the police side on one thing and then not the other. So it's like, I don't know. But anyway, I watched this literally today after my opinion was already formed. So yeah, I only know Velshi because he was on MSNBC. So I don't know if that's what MS now is a thing for. Is every once in a while he comes from another country with universal health care. So he was pro universal health care. So he was like the one mainstream guy that actually agreed with me on one issue. That seemed to be the only issue he agreed with me on, but he was okay on one issue, it seemed like. So and I have no idea who this other fucking dude is. But yeah, we will check it out. We'll pause it here and there and we'll throw in our commentary.
With Darren Porcher. He's a former NYPD lieutenant. DHS and the Trump administration have made a lot of claims, and thank you for Darren for being with us again for this. They made a lot of claims about what happened in Minneapolis yesterday. But we have a lot of video that shows what happened yesterday in the moments leading up to Alex.
Yeah, it was choppy there for a minute, and you were roboting a little bit before.
With the very first video that we all
I
saw
think it might be the
yesterday,
storm.
around 11 a.m. Eastern, when we started to first hear reports of the shooting. This video that I'm going to show you is taken by a bystander who is, and this is important, Darren, he's indoors across the street. So it's a bit difficult to see and hear exactly what's going on. But again, I've got a lot of video, so we're going to corroborate all of this. What you're about to see is a struggle between one man, Alex Pretti, and several federal agents. A warning, and I will warn you ahead of all of these are all graphic videos. You will hear gunshots at the end of this one.
Real quick, I don't know if I'm getting desensitized. It is fucked up, but I didn't consider it graphic because you didn't really see like blood or anything in these things. But it's just, it's almost getting commonplace. I was talking about this with a buddy at work the other day. He brought up, he was like, remember when you had to like go find like killings, like rent faces of death videos and all this shit? And now it's just like fucking X YouTube, the fucking news just fucking shows the shit now. They used to never show this shit. It's fucking crazy.
That is true. Yeah, I've sort of been getting desensitized to it as well. Unless it's particularly graphic. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Too much, man. And they keep pushing people, you know?
They killed him? Did they kill that guy? Are you kidding me, dude?
I mean, that part, dude, where they're just walking backwards, still just shooting, and the dude's just like motion, like, I don't know, man. They're fucking hitting the guy. It's
well, he was first interfering and then resisting.
He was okay. We'll watch the setup to it. There's no interfering, but sure.
Now, this is the first video we had yesterday, and Darren, we were talking to experts yesterday morning, and they all said it's not a clear enough video to make a determination, and we don't have enough context. We don't know what happened.
I used to work at a video store in the fucking mid to late 90s. They had all those fucking faces. I never watched them. I had no interest, but yeah, we had that fucking.
I think I watched one and I was like, well, this is fake.
Yeah.
It's obviously fake because, you know, they're not going to put real death on videos that you could rent from the video store.
It's crazy.
Immediately prior to that. So let me show you what else we have. That video didn't show us what was going on before the shooting or what led to it. But since
not that I was
yesterday
trying
morning,
to actually see people
as is
get
the
killed,
case
I
with
just
so many
wanted
of
to
these
see what
interactions that involve federal agents.
The hype was
days,
about, right?
Several other
what the
videos
hype
and
was all
angles from the
about.
scene have surfaced, and they paint a much clearer picture. Now, before I show you more video, I want to read to you from the Department of Homeland Security's account of the fatal shooting. DHS says Pretti, quote, approached agents with a semi-automatic handgun. Just a note, by the way, for me, pretty much all modern pistols are semi-automatic. It just means that when you pull the trigger, you can pull it again without recharge.
You know what I love about that part is like all my like I think you, my friend at work who wants to take me to the shooting range, they always tell, because I always just automatically say semi-automatic, you know. And I've been told a million times that word's like doesn't mean anything anymore. It just means you can, you know, shoot as many times as you can pull the trigger. Pretty much.
Yeah, it just means every time you pull the trigger, it goes off.
Yeah.
Until you got You could just
the
say
gun.
pistol.
Right. At this point, I guess, yeah.
They are legal to carry if you have a permit for one in Minneapolis, which police say Pretti did have. Here's the quote from DHS. An individual approached U.S. Border Patrol officers with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. The officers attempted to disarm the suspect, but the armed suspect violently resisted. Fearing for his life and the lives and safety of his fellow officers, an agent fired defensive shots. Okay, that's what CBP says. While talking to reporters, the CBP chief, Greg Bovino, also claimed that Pretti wanted to, quote, massacre law enforcement. But the videos that have surfaced appear to contradict this account. In fact, we've been unable, in all the videos we've seen, to identify a gun in Pretti's hands at any point during this interaction. But that's just us. We're going to let you see for yourself. This next video is going to give us some more context. I'm going to play it out fully first. And what I want you to do is pay attention to the man in the khaki pants, the brown jacket, and the black baseball cap. Tall guy. That's Alex Pretti. Again, I'm going to play this for you in full, and then Darren and I are going to break it down. This starts off slowly. It's going to be about 30 seconds of not knowing what's going on. 36 seconds in, you are going to see Pretti's first physical.
All right, real quick. Sorry, I saw your comment, Young Old Vibes. Says, I personally would not go to a protest with a weapon, but I do own one to protect my home. Yeah, earlier I said, to be fair, I think this is a problem. I've said this before. I said this when Rittenhouse and all those guys brought guns. And I will say it now. It does make these things much more likely to fucking happen. And it's tough because it's your right, you know? So it's, I mean, I have to look into it. Cryptid's telling me he just saw that it's illegal at protest. I don't know.
In Minnesota.
In Minnesota. Okay, so if that's the case, then there's some people on both sides that we need to revisit some fucking things. But yeah, I do understand that part of it. It does make things complicated. I think that's why I felt so strongly, you know, I changed my mind legally on the Rittenhouse thing, but I felt so strongly personally because someone that goes to protests unarmed all the time, that when I see people, you know, I've only ever been the one protest where I saw a concealed carry. I've never been the one where there was open carry, but I did see, I'm sorry, I've only ever been to a protest where I actually did see somebody with a gun. You know, you could, he wasn't concealing very well, but that's just saying.
It's just ultimately a bad idea.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But
yeah, you don't know who's around, who's going to freak out. There are people who will freak out if they see that you have a gun, and then they go to the police show up, and they're like, you know, who knows how they're going to react, and so they just don't take your gun to any kind of large gatherings.
Because I'm not going to rewrite history. That first person that Rittenhouse killed, that fucking scumbag pedo, mentally ill fucking dude, I said back then, and I still say it now, if he wasn't armed, I don't think that guy would have like targeted him. I think that dude was nuts. Saw Rittenhouse with the gun, and I know other guys had guns, but he just must have been the easier target or whatever.
Well, no, what it was, remember, we saw the videos, is that he had lit
the trash bin thing.
Yeah, he lit the dumpster on fire and was
I always forget about
towards
that.
He was pushing it towards the gas station, and Kyle went up and put it out with the fire extinguisher. Then that's when he got the call to go help over there. He put the fire extinguisher down. You could see the guy, that first guy, just yelling and fucking getting all pissed off. That's why he ran after and attacked.
Yeah, dude, that's like the third time I forgot about that since we've done that episode. I've revisited it on analogies, and I always fucking forget about that trash bin. Anyway, in theory, I still agree that I think you're more likely to have somebody antagonize you. You're more likely to have somebody feel threatened by you. You're more likely to have, like, I still think, I disagree with you on what happened here. I still think this was fucking bullshit, but I do agree that carrying a gun here makes these things, you know, more likely to happen, or bad things more likely to happen.
Interfering with ICE also makes bad things happen to you too.
Fuck those assholes.
Interaction with a federal agent. About 1 minute in, you'll hear the first gunshot. Another warning. This is graphic.
Go.
before we finish it, I mean, what I see, dude, I mean, you can argue he's in the middle of the road or whatever, but he's videotaping, he's directing, he's telling them to fucking go. She's yelling for him to go. And he didn't do anything until they pushed that person to the ground. And he tried helping that person up. I don't know where the interference is.
Well, he's there and he's interfering, and then he resisted.
Right? No?
If you want to
Yeah.
put up what
No.
Metal said about the he was there to off ICE agents. Yeah, the DHS and whatnot, they haven't been handling this very well. They've been putting out all sorts of different contradictory stuff and just like knee-jerk things, and it's pretty much been widely acknowledged that they're not doing a very good job at this. But yeah, I guess they put out a thing saying that the guy was there to kill ICE agents. It's like, no, he wasn't. If he was, then
yes,
he was doing it wrong.
Yeah. I was gonna get to that part after we watch the videos or whatever, but yes, that they keep putting out these ridiculous statements. This time even worse than last time, but yeah, they I saw part of the press conference with the head ICE dude, that fucking midget, and he was dodging questions on shit like that, the gun in the hand and all that stuff. But yeah, they unfortunately, whatever you guys think of Trump, they go right away. They just go with the fucking whatever rhetoric or narrative, alternative facts, whatever fit their before there's even an investigation. Like I fully admit, like, we need an investigation now. I think it's cut and dry, but you still shouldn't put out these awful statements that don't appear to be true at all, especially before there's any type
The
of
statement
investigation.
should be
Yeah.
officers shot a guy. They felt they're in danger or whatever. That's all we have to say until an investigation.
Till the investigation's
after the
over.
investigation.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not, you know what, as much as I hate these guys, I don't expect the government, the president, to throw these guys under the bus. So I'm not expecting them to say what I saw, right? But you can't go 180 the other way, especially, there's a way out of this. You say there was a shooting, we feel our agents felt their lives were in danger. We'll comment more once the investigation's over, or as once more evidence comes through with the investigation. They just go straight with, this guy is a fucking domestic terrorist. He was looking to kill agents. It was insane.
And I think they retracted that and said something else that was pretty dumb.
Dumb too.
I just remember that one because I was like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I was like, because I don't know if the way you go about trying to slaughter ICE agents is to get up in their face and then let them push you onto the ground.
Yeah.
I would think you do that from at least a little bit of distance.
Right. This would be like a sniper rifle situation if you were looking to take out ICE agents, or if you're really suicidal, you stay there in the street and you just start firing off until they take you out. You don't do what this guy was doing,
People, the is wrong with you? Honestly.
Okay, now let's break this down bit by bit. Let's go to the video here, and we'll start with a bystander recording of the video. Right? We've got two other protesters here.
Breaking it down like this is worthless, and it's meaningless because everything has to do with the officer's perception at the time. So, going back through like this and checking each frame and going through it, it's worthless. It doesn't mean anything. It's not going to prove anything. All that needs to be proven is if the officers felt like they were in danger. And one officer said there was a gun, they heard a gunshot, so they started shooting and they felt they were in danger.
Well, then this is ridiculous. No, dude, because I get what you're saying with split second things, but what the going through is going to show that they made up the fucking statement about him approaching with a fucking gun.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So long as you acknowledge that, I'll skip through this
with a
first
federal
part.
agent. Here you
But-
go,
Sure, as I
Alex
said,
Pretti.
as I
Emerges
said,
into
they've been
frame
telling all
in a
these
brown
like
jacket, black cap,
out
tan
of hand
pants. On one
stories.
hand- in
Like,
one
no,
hand,
he had it.
he's
I
recording.
believe he
In
had
the
it in a
right hand, he's
holster in
recording
the
with
small of his
phone.
back,
His left hand, you can see,
or something
is
like that.
empty.
They saw the
And what you can
gun.
see is
They
he's
they
waving
grabbed it.
traffic through.
As I said,
You
one
can still
cop said,
see the
"Gun,
other two
gun, gun,
protesters
gun."
who are interacting with
And
the
like less than
agent.
like
Pretti
half a
still in the
second
street.
later,
Okay?
the one
And he's
cop had
waving a
already
card
grabbed the
through. Watch
gun
this.
and was
He's-
walking away with it.
he's
There was a
inviting the
gunshot.
protesters to pass by.
Everybody
Remember,
went
DHS
shit
says that
and started
Pretti
shooting.
approached agents with a gun.
So which agent do we blame? Do we blame the agent that took the
None.
gun and
It's
didn't
an
go?
accident.
It's not. No. It's an execution, is what it was.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it was.
The guy had a gun.
He had a holstered gun that he legally had.
Right.
The cop took it from him, and then they shot him.
Yeah, but the time between noticing you have the gun, taking it from him, and shooting him was less than a second. It all happened like immediately, and but it doesn't matter. It was an accident. If he didn't have a gun, well, you know what? If he wouldn't have been there interfering in the first place,
We're victim blaming here, ladies. If you didn't wear the short skirt,
yeah, I'm victim blaming.
Didn't go to
He's
the
a
bar
fucking
late
idiot.
at
I'm
night.
tired of these fucking idiots. I saw the bullshit in the church. Saw the bullshit before. It's all Minneapolis, Minnesota. Fuck them. Fuck them all. Shoot them all. Hang them. Traitors. Hang them.
this I can 100% agree with. I've said this before. They don't. The training is awful. Like if you just go
That's all.
gun,
police.
gun, and they start shooting, that's fucking crazy.
No, it was gun, 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 and then a shot went off, and you don't want to wait around to see who's shooting or what.
That's him right there.
The threat is there in front of you. You don't sit there and go, "Are you shot? Am I shot? Who's shooting? Are you shooting?" No, no, no. The threat's right there. Pull your gun, shoot them.
There's 8 to 10 agents. So whoever fired the first shot, you at least have to blame for making the other agents not know who fucking shot.
Like that's before the investigation. I have no idea. From
Right,
what
that's
I
the part.
understand,
Yeah,
from what I understand, it was a 6-hour P320, and those are notorious for discharge for going off without pulling the trigger.
all right. But here's what's funny. Now we're talking. You think in less than a second that all 10 of those officers were like, "Oh shit, that's a PC 320."
No, no,
That
no.
might
What
go
I'm trying to say was, it was a gun. He picked it up and was moving away with it. It may have accidentally discharged because P320 will do that sometimes. So, and then all they heard was, within, like, as I said, less than a second, he's got a gun. He's got a gun. He took the gun. The one guy took the gun, and then there's the shot, and then that's where they all said it took like less than half a second for all that to happen.
Well,
And
can
I
we even
said,
talk?
even like, Dream Man, that P20 could have gone off from just jostling it. Yeah, I just saw a video that somebody made where, excuse me, where he like literally just has like this little screw that he put into the trigger just to give it just a little bit, just like less than a millimeter of movement, just to hold it back, just like less than a millimeter, and he like pressed the slide and it went off. He did it 4 times in a row.
They
So,
need to
yeah,
do something
basic-
about that gun.
Yeah. There's been I think it was I want to say Army, or was it like a police officer? Somebody recently got killed by one. It was like, I think his police officer was like a military guy or something. It accidentally discharged and killed him. People are getting hurt by these things. Yeah, 6 Hours got a big problem with that gun.
All right. Shit, I just lost my fucking thought. Hold on. Fucking me. I'm gonna play this while I think what I was gonna say.
We've seen a lot of federal agents carrying pepper spray in and around.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much more to play of this then. If you're gonna acknowledge that they lied about him being armed and going after them, and yeah,
As I said, man, they just
show the
they
gun
threw
removed right
everything
here.
at it. It's fucking ridiculous.
Firearm. This is the agent. And then,
As I said,
another
yeah,
officer sees the firearm in the hand of the agent.
with whatever
Shouts the
they
gun,
said
and
happened,
shots are fired.
Um,
correct. It appears as if
they change the
individual
story
has a
often,
holster, and that's why law
and
enforcement was able to
that's
zero
that's
in
a
and
that's a
determine that there was
problem.
a firearm, which is
Obviously,
fine. I thought
I don't
that was
believe
good.
what
Say that he's permanently
DHS or
permanent in
whatever
Minneapolis.
is saying about what happened.
This is true.
What
But at
they
the
should have
same
said,
time, I
honestly, is
understand
just,
police
we were
removing
doing an
the firearm.
investigation,
That goes in accordance with best
and
practices of
we'll,
police.
tell you what
But
happened
now
after
we
the
have an
investigation. But
unarmed
yeah, they're
man.
just
Just
throwing
at
everything
that
against the
frame right
wall.
there, we now have
So
an
I appreciate that.
unarmed
My one
civilian
issue, thank you.
on the
My big
ground. This is
issue
before he was
left
shot.
that I
So when we look
remember now is and I know you disagree with me because you've already said this, but I don't know why 8 fucking 9 10 guys tackled this fucking dude to begin with. He was fucking recording. You can say he's agitating, fine. Being agitating isn't against the law. He's recording. He's waving them through. He's pretty much recording what they're doing. Once they start assaulting a woman, he tries to help the woman up. The guy is like I've heard he's a medic. I heard he's a nurse, whatever he is. He's some kind of, helping people in the health field. And they just like go after him. They fucking tackle him, this and that, and then they kill him. That's insane to me. That is literally insane. I don't know how that can be justified. You don't have to like the guy.
That's how they work. That's how it works. My brother once, we were out at a tubing stuff, and afterwards, and we got pulled over on the way out, and we were told to leave or whatever, so we started walking away, and the next thing you know, there were 6 cops taking my brother down out of nowhere. Just came out of nowhere. Weren't even arrested yet. He got arrested for resisting arrest, which we were actually walking away. It stuck. He spent a night in jail and paid like $100 fine or something like that. Obviously, we're young kids, so we didn't have money for for a lawyer or anything. But yeah, that's how they do it. You get everybody. You bum rush the person with everybody. If you find yourself in a fair fight, then you failed the plan. You're not doing it right.
But he didn't do anything. He helped the woman up. I don't even know why they bum rushed him. Is what I'm fucking saying.
And then he got in the way, so they got him too.
I don't know if I'm missed it. I don't even know who that person is. I don't know if that was just another protester. I don't know who that's what I assumed, that it was just another protester that he's trying to fucking help up, because they didn't try to arrest the person. They just fucking tackled her. They pushed her. Sorry, they maced her and pushed her.
Well, if he did nothing wrong, then maybe he shouldn't have been resisting.
So all he was doing was helping another fucking protester that they assaulted, and weren't giving medical treatment to. So he's in the medical treatment business. So that's what I mean. They had no business to even have anything. They had no business to even touch that fucking dude. None.
They had every business. He was getting involved. He was interfering.
He saw them assault another protester, and he went to help the protester. He wasn't interfering in some fucking.
Don't do that.
Them picking up
he was interfering in their detention of that other protester.
They're not there to take protesters. They're there to take fucking.
They are when they're interfering. They are when they interfere.
There's no interfering. They're waving them through. This is the second time they're waving these fuckers through, and they stop and cause problems.
Then why did they go after her?
You tell me.
She's interfering. That's why they go after you.
No, this police bullshit. They weren't interfering. They're just fucking assholes.
We didn't see. Well, I mean, once we get the whole video, I'm sure it's going to come around that these two were actively interfering and agitating.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll ever get it, because I know they fucking.
There'll be another Ring camera or something somewhere.
Yeah, I can't say that I know, but all the shit I saw is that they took certain people in the fucking custody, that trying to get their fucking phones off them. I know some judge had to stop them from destroying evidence.
As I said, these are all organized agitators. They follow the ICE cars around. They keep a list of all of them. They know where they're at. They report in and they follow them around. They're probably people that they recognize from other protests where they did interfere, but they didn't catch them yet.
Oh, too bad. I do know that. Sorry, I should say I have heard that yes, they are certain groups. I think that that woman last time or at least her wife may have been in one of those groups. I believe. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I know there is organized things where they're following ICE agents and that. I've seen the videos on TYT Sports and shit like that. I don't know what this fucking guy was. I have no idea, but still nothing to fucking murder somebody over. It's the citizens standing up against this fucking bullshit.
He was murdered because he had a gun on him, and that may have accidentally discharged and spooked the cops. Like literally what I'm trying to say, he didn't get murdered for speaking up or speaking out. He got murdered for being an idiot.
Oh my god! I didn't know it was against the law. Jake Hudson, you're in trouble. Being an idiot is going to get you murdered now.
No. He is an idiot in front of people that had guns on them. They were pointing their guns at him.
I think we're
if as soon as they grabbed him and moved him away, instead of hunching over or pushing out or resisting, or like when they first went up to him, he was like pushing them back and getting away, so which is resisting. If he just put his hands up and said, "I have a gun on me. It's in the small of my back." Guess what? Still be alive.
Oops, sorry.
And he could have. I mean, he probably would have been arrested because interfering.
Well, when you got like 10 guys jumping you, it's hard to fucking think straight. Rogue Diva, I agree 100%. The standstill him and I are at is, I agree with you. I don't want to put words in my co-host's mouth, but I believe what he's saying is the guy interfered. He was armed. He didn't say he was armed. So that's what happens, essentially.
The gun was removed from him less than half a second before he was shot. So, the only person that really knew that the gun was removed from him was the guy who removed the gun.
Metal, you got me. I felt bad the instant I said it. I was trying to think. I should have said Chad Zamek. I should have said somebody else. You're 100% right. I instantly was like, why did I? My problem is I'm sick in the head when it comes to Jake. I edit these Jake videos, so he's always in my head.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got out of it.
Yeah.
I was just like, when's the next Jake video?
Yeah, I got one. I was editing one earlier today. My problem is I think I have ADHD when it comes to that shit. I get an idea for what I want the video to be about, so I start going through my notes for like where I think I can get certain clips, and then I'll find something else, and I'm like, oh, you know what? That'd be cool to add. And the next thing I know, the video is about 4 different things, and I'm like,
I know the feeling.
Yeah, I'm like, I can't.
Some of my clips, yeah.
Do I put out this chaotic video that it reminds me of like one of Trump's? I forget what Trump used to call it, the weave, when he would like go from one thing to another, and it's they're all kind of linked. But it'd be better if I made 4 different short videos than make one long video with these 4 different topics.
That's something I had to start doing. At first, you'll notice like when I first actually started clipping, it would be like all the interesting parts, but it'd still be like a 40-minute long video, John, but it's just like all these little short sections. And then I was like, no, I need to just keep it to like a story.
Right.
One subject through the whole thing. I get it. It's like, oh man, this doesn't fit in, but it's so great. I want to put it in
right. And it's like it sort of fits in, but it's not entirely what the point was supposed to be. And I'll take down the fourth wall a little bit. I try not to make the videos that bad. I try to have a lesson in the video, like G.I. Joe, knowing's half the battle. And one of Jake's most popular guests these days is working with me. They're watching the videos with Jake. And like the other day, I think the newest one, Jake, he trashed somebody for being like a drug addict and for having like that disorder, but then Jake wants people to understand his disorder, so kind of letting them, you don't have to like that person, but just try and be more sympathetic. And like he was being sympathetic towards Scarlett for her addiction, saying like leave her alone, she needs help, but then was shitting on this guy for his addiction. So I try and like point out the hypocrisies and then see if we can teach a lesson. I don't think they stick, but that this person's trying, I will give them that. So there is it's not entirely bad. There is a method to the madness, and I get to make what I find is humorous Jake videos. So all right. Yeah, okay. Let me sorry, I want to see a few chats and then maybe we can move on to since we have some little bit of time, maybe another ice issue. Hold on. We got Metal, my buddy Metal. Whoa, first time I've seen commenters on Nick's side. George Soros paying them.
I'm paying them.
I will say, and this is gonna sound like bullshit because I know people are always like, "Oh, people message me about you." Blah blah. This, that. I actually do receive private messages from certain people who agree with me. They just don't want to get, and I don't mean on the show. I think people are fine in here, but like, there's been times where I'll be in a Twitter war with somebody politically, and there's a few different people that'll message me. They just don't want to. They don't want to get piled on, which I understand. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Well, you're
so
a reasonable person for a liberal.
good. So I'm more. Well, thank you. I guess I'm certainly outnumbered, but there is a few more of us than you may realize. There's just some people.
Yeah.
They don't want to get piled on, which I get. All right. Let me see. The Rogue Diva. Bottom line is these thugs called ICE are not trained properly. Yep, I agree 100%.
No cops are.
Earlier. This was, like I said, that I actually agree that they heard gun and then just started shooting, or gun, somebody shot, or I'll even play devil's. I'll even say, okay, well, wait, maybe that thing did discharge. We don't fucking know. I don't shoot guns, so I can't say this, but if it did discharge, I'm guessing the cop that was holding it would have reacted a certain way, like jumped or whatever, but who knows. But we'll see. Like, the problem is too many people put out stories. Like I was like, one of these guys was like, oh my God, like they trying to act like all these cops shot him. It's like, yeah, one cop could have shot him, 8 cops could have shot him. I have no fucking idea. We don't know yet, so we have to wait for that fucking information. But yeah, I agree with.
Yeah, we'll never hear about this again.
Well, problem is that shit just keeps coming. Like I said at the beginning, earlier in the week, we're gonna talk about the Don Lemon fucking church fucking thing, then the little kids getting arrested thing, and then this.
They weren't arrested. Their parents abandoned them, so ICE was looking after them.
Sorry, Rogue Diva. Sorry to disappoint you that I'm on your side. Jake, we'll add a little humor here. Jake actually, he said some funny things politically lately. He said he's not. He had a guest on, and he asked if they were liberal or liberal or conservative, I think. And this person said liberal. I believe they were like an autistic female, and Jake's like, I don't care. That's fine. He's like, I'm independent. He's like, I'm for whoever wants to fix Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security. I'm like, you fucked them. The Republicans will flat out tell you they're not going to fix it, and the Dems will tell you they want to fix it, but then they never will. So you're screwed. It don't matter.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And he claimed he was boycotting the Royal Rumble because it's filmed in Saudi Arabia. Sorry, it's going to be live in Saudi Arabia. And Jake said he's been very vocal against Saudi and the Saudi deal, even though I watch Jake every day and I never heard him mention it. So I don't know what he's talking about. But anyway.
Well, the Saudis are going to be very disappointed that Jake. They might, WWE might have to bring the Royal Rumble back to the United States if Jake is
all that Saudi money. And just to show that Jake, I don't think he knew what he was talking about. He called the country Saudi. I don't even think he knows it's called Saudi Arabia. And he said you can tell he knows there's some kind of oppression towards women there, but he doesn't quite know what it is, because he goes, they're not going to film they're going to film the Women's Royal Rumble somewhere else. They're not going to film it in Saudi because and I'm like, they are, Jake. I have a child who's into wrestling. They've wrestled in Saudi Arabia multiple times now. The women,
isn't that like sort of a popular sort of spot for WWE to?
Yeah, they're very popular there, and it's just one of the other things Saudi's doing with the comedians and the golf and now the wrestling.
Yeah.
I believe the women weren't allowed to wrestle the first time, but they have been ever since. It's just, if you ever watch wrestling, they usually wear skimpy outfits, and they are covered from their feet to their neck. You can see their faces and their hands. So they make them, dress. They're all wearing like that stretchy wrestling stuff, literally up to here. So that's they're not gonna go film that somewhere else, Jake. Anyway, I got way off topic. Sorry. All right. So yeah, I think we got as far as this goes. We obviously greatly disagree. If I don't know what else to honestly say. If you, we seem to agree on the details.
The
Yeah,
DHS completely
yeah.
mishandling the the press
Yeah.
releases on it. Yeah, absolutely.
So we agree on that. We agree that the weapon was taken. It seems to be.
I'm just fed up with all these anti-ICE protesters.
You don't think they should be there, and this
specifically in Minneapolis and everywhere else where they're just interfering just to interfere. And I'm getting tired of it. And like literally, as I said, once I watched the church thing, I was like, nah, fuck these people. Fuck them all. They're just a bunch of they're just trying to get fucking YouTube views or TikTok views or whatever. It's all this is. And then, as I said, these people are actual, like, they even have training and stuff like this. This is an organized protest where they follow them around. Fuck them all. Fuck them. They're traitors. Shoot them all. Hang them. Don't care. Done with them. I'm tired of hearing about this shit from Minnesota is what I'm saying.
Let me ask you this before we move on then. Is that just you being exacerbated, or is that like dude, they're not, I don't know where the traitor part comes in. Like, I'm not loyal to my government.
Well, they're literally conspiring to interfere with the federal government.
Right, who I'm not loyal to. Like, if I think what the government's doing is wrong, if I think what they're doing is tyrannical or illegal, it's supposed to be our duty to stand up to them.
Yeah, what they're doing has never been illegal in the entire history of this country.
Well, slavery was legal too. So sometimes what's legal isn't always what's right.
But what I'm saying is, why is it only a problem now?
Dude, I've seen them do illegal things. They're literally going into people. So, all right, well, we'll talk about this real quick. The warrant situation. They have their own warrants that they literally write in the fucking truck.
Yeah,
that mean nothing.
Federal government.
It means nothing. You need a warrant from a judge, judicial warrant, to actually go inside someone's residence, and they're using these fucking warrants they got like on pads in the fucking truck to try and trick these people into letting them in their fucking house.
Federal government, different rules.
No, that's not. That's against the law. They're against the fucking rules. You need a judicial warrant to get inside a house. That's why that whole we went over it.
How do we know they don't?
Oh, no, a lot of times they don't. I'm not talking about this. Obviously, this situation took place outside. I'm just saying, I'm telling you that the government is not following the fucking. You said what they're doing has always been legal. I'm like, no, they are doing illegal shit right now. They are fucking writing their own warrants and fucking
interfering with them, specifically coordinated, like as I said, specifically a coordinated conspiracy to interfere with the federal government like that. Is and always has been illegal in the entire history of this country. What this person did is illegal, has always been illegal. What these people are doing with ICE is illegal, has always been illegal. Suddenly now it's a problem.
We even disagree on them interfering. As I said, literally, they pushed the protester. He went to help the protester up.
He shouldn't have interfered. He should have left.
That's not interference. That's helping a citizen that was knocked
to the
fucking
that's getting
ground.
In between him and the detention of another person.
Let me ask you this, dude. If you're somewhere and some ICE agents are fucking being dicks and they push your fucking brother or your wife or your dad, you're not going to help them up?
And they're going in to arrest them. No, I told you this literally has happened to me. This instance, well, it was local PD, literally happened to me. I stood back. I didn't want to jump in there because then I'd get arrested too.
Young old guys, we watched it. They went up to them. The agents went up to them. So that's the problem. The agents went up to them. This guy was literally in the. You could say he had no business being in the road directing traffic. I'll give you that if you want. Like, still, we don't know if he was trying. He obviously was recording what ICE was doing, right?
Which
he
is
may
fine.
have been trying, right? And whether he was, I've heard two different sides. Whether he was trying to help, be a good citizen by directing and telling him to go through, or whether he was standing in the I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know what he was doing, but he was literally waving them through, and you can hear the other woman recording say, "Go! What are you doing? Just go!" So they were trying to get ICE through, ICE out of there. Obviously, they're not pro ICE. I'm not saying they're trying to help ICE, but maybe they were trying to get them out of the fucking area. Look, if they're organized, maybe they're trying to get them onto the next area where they have other protesters waiting. That could be it. I don't know, but I didn't see any interference, and he did not go up to the agents. The agents went up to him, and they went up to that woman and they fucking maced them, pushed them. I mean, there was the cover of the Minneapolis.
I said we don't know what happened leading up to this, but I imagine if we get the whole video, they were definitely interfering and agitating. Because that only seems because 100% of the time that's been the case so far. When we see something like this, and like the one where the guy got the pepper gun in the fucking face. And it's like, oh, as it turns out, he was laying hands on that officer before he turned around and fucking hit him with the pepper spray. So 100% of the time, it's been the other person's fault for why they've been shot, maced, fucking kicked, and beaten every single time. So that's what's going to happen this time too.
Well, again, you can literally flip off the Supreme Court says you can flip off a cop. You can say fuck you. That's agitating, though. So obviously, it's illegal to agitate them. They can't respond.
No,
agitation.
They're agitating is they're getting up in their face with a phone and shit like that, and yelling and screaming and trying to blowing their whistles and making all the noise and stuff like that around them. They're getting up on them. If you're over on the sidewalk while they're over there on the street doing their thing, blow your whistles, yell, fucking flip them off, record them, fine, whatever. If these people are jumping up in their face and getting in the way and interfering and trying to stop them and blocking off the roads and doing all sorts of shit like that, stop it. Fucking stop it, you.
The video we saw, they weren't in their face. They weren't blocking the road. They were telling them to go.
That's what I'm saying. When the full video comes out, we see what happens before this. We're going to find out that that's exactly what they were doing.
But they weren't doing it when they got attacked and shot. So that doesn't even matter. If they did it an hour ago, who the fuck cares? You didn't take care of it an hour ago. Move on.
Well, no. If they don't take care of it right there, they end up arresting them later anyway. They keep records of everybody.
No, I told you. Yeah, they
agitates and irritates, and they go arrest them later. That might have been what this was too, where they saw the lady and they knew that it was somebody that they wanted to arrest, so they wouldn't arrest her.
It's fucking crazy
she's probably
that
interfered at some other point,
trying to intimidate protesters by taking pictures of their license plates and putting them in fucking databases. It's fucking nuts.
Yeah, they have the legal authority to do so.
First Amendment's gone. Dude, Second Amendment's gone. Fourth Amendment's gone.
Dude, they got fucking the cameras all around Minnesota already.
They got them everywhere.
That take pictures of that track cars and stuff like that, which I 100% do not agree with.
Did you
absolutely hate that? But that's already there, and they have the legal right to do that. Absolutely.
Before I ask you,
you mean the self-guided tour of the White House?
Oh, Jesus.
Or not the White House, the Capitol building.
Holy shit! I forgot about the Brady Ranchers. That was years. That was under Obama, wasn't it?
I don't even remember the Bundy Ranchers.
The Brady that was Rogue Diva. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the ones those guys took the?
Sounds familiar, but I don't.
They took some federal building. They took it over. They even had like their fucking. They were going to town. It was fucking weird. Like nobody came and got rid of them for like the longest time. If I'm thinking of the right thing. But
yeah, it sounds. The Bundy standoff.
Yeah, that was
2014.
Okay, yeah, that was it. That was under Obama then. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Joey? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I remember that. That was the most fucked up thing is they didn't fucking go in. They let them take it over for like days or weeks or something. Like, I remember the whole thing was like, Jesus Christ, if like ISIS came and took it over, would we sit there and wait and let them just take it over? Yeah, it was
they like they owed $1 million in unpaid fees,
like grazing fees or something, right? Yes, yeah.
And they stopped paying 1993. So they had an armed standoff with police. No, I wouldn't be with the Bundys there.
There we go. We got 1 out of 2. Yeah. It's okay to do B&E. I will say this, and Cryptid's my witness. I've always been against, even though I don't think she should have been there. I've been against the shooting of, I'm gonna fucking forget her name, the woman that got killed on January 6th, the veteran.
Oh, Ashley Babbitt.
Ashley Babbitt. Yeah, I am always against shooting unless there's fucking no other choice, and it hadn't got to that point. It had not gotten to that point. Yeah, Joey, if you get in the White House, you got a lot of work to do in a couple of years. In a few,
more
almost
ICE
3
agents.
years. Yeah.
Make it illegal to protest around ICE agents as well.
See, he's against the First Amendment, this guy. What's going
100%
on?
when it
What's
comes to
going
these
on with
animals.
you?
When
We
it-
started
when it-
this because we
when it
both
comes
hated
to
the
these-
government.
When it comes to these people who simply cannot fit into any kind of civilized society, absolutely.
See, I'm making liberal cool again. Fuck the government. Fuck them. Fuck ICE. Fuck all these fucks. Shit, I should ask my question when I thought of it before I read the chat questions. Motherfucker, my brain sucks. Ugh. Hopefully it'll come back to me. All right. Do you
All of a
want to
sudden,
take?
this goddamn mask, this
Oh yeah.
balaclava was causing my glasses to really fog up. That's cool too.
I'll ask the chat real quick, since we're only going to have time to kind of cover one of these topics if we cover it. For all of you in the chat and know about all the shit with ICE, what would you be more interested in going over and discussing? The protest in the church because the head pastor was like ICE, one of the head ICE guys, or like then Don Lemon went in there and covered it, or we have a couple stories. The big one I think was like a 5-year-old. 5-year-old got like picked up by ICE and used to get his father, and then they were both shipped down to Texas. The like brother came home in the afternoon, and they were both fucking gone. We could discuss one of those two. What's more interesting,
the church one.
The church one. All right. Let me see. Whose video should we watch on that?
I just like because that one just enraged me. These are just a bunch of fucking assholes being assholes to other people. It's like there's one guy, the one guy's filming it. I don't know if this is the one you got. They got the one guy filming that's constantly yelling, "Oh, look at how nice and wealthy and comfortable you are. Why don't you care about your brown and Somali or Latino and Somali brothers?" And it's like, well, first of all, they're in church. Second, many of them probably do help, but they're in church on Sunday. It's like, oh man, that just absolutely pissed me off. And then Don Lemon going in there and just making shit worse. And he's just like, well, what about First Amendment? And the pastor's just like, we're here to worship. We're worshiping Jesus here. What do you mean? What about First Amendment? What about their First Amendment?
Oh, I remember who I watched. Sorry, hold on. Majority Report, I think. Sorry, guys. So while I'm looking for this, I'll just ask you in general, because it's not like we have to go into a lot of details. Are you okay with picking up a 5-year-old and arresting him and using him to get his fucking phone?
All about that story was that the ICE did a raid and they went after the guy, and the guy literally ran and abandoned his child. So ICE was basically looking after him until they got the father back, and then they deported them all. That's all I know about it. But the church one.
Okay, go on.
But the church one is what I actually know something I've actually checked out.
Okay. I will say the other one, like, yes, I heard that the father ran. I heard otherwise. So I don't know. He could have ran. I don't want to say he didn't. But there were other people that could have taken the child. There was the fucking head school lady. There was another family member. So to me, there was no reason to fucking take a 5-year-old. I don't fucking get it. But anyway. All right.
Sorry, as I said, guys. whatever. I mean, and I think that's pretty much the beginning and end of our conversation about that. That's why I was saying.
There's some stuff that, like, it's very, like, even that one, I thought we weren't even going to get into anything else. Especially when I heard you start your statement but then when you agreed with a lot of the details, you just disagreed with the principle of the whole thing, for lack of a better word. I didn't know where to go after that, because it's like, all right, I can't change your mind. You know what I mean? If you feel a certain way about that, I can't change it. Like last time 2 weeks ago, we were like debating facts. You know what I mean? Was he, trying to hit her? Was she trying to hit him? Was they? Oh, there was different things we could debate. We don't really have it this time because we agree on the intricacies of it. It's just the the other shit. All right.
Yeah, we were just starting to go around in circles.
Yeah, we got to the point where you can always tell when it's not going to move. It's not going to move any farther.
I was about to say, just before you said let's move on, I was saying should probably just move on, because we're just going to go around in circles for the rest of the night. So let's get to the church one. I really want to go over.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the church one and the the little boy one were back to back. So there we go. All right. Obviously, not going to watch this whole thing. It's fucking long, but yes, I did. I lost a lot of money. Hurry up. Hurry up. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm an idiot. You guys couldn't even hear what they hear. I thought I had the video up.
Oh, you did?
I picked the video I wanted and started playing well, no, it was playing an ad. So I commented on the ad. It was like, I don't know, some kind of like lawsuit thing if you lost money on sports betting or whatever. So
that's what you were talking about.
I realized I didn't even have it up. Yeah. I think it was like a class action lawsuit if you like against like DraftKings and all that shit. So
no more ads.
Formerly of CNN, now
I know.
Don Lemon Show on YouTube has been doing some great. I saw some. He's been on the road quite a bit.
What's that? 2 weeks
sent
ago?
you a link for it several weeks ago when you said,
"Oh, that's right."
You need to remind me and send me a link, and I sent you a link, and you still don't have it.
Yes, just to start, we can all agree Don Lemon's an idiot. We might disagree on certain things on this story, but I am no Don Lemon fan. He can fuck off. Joey, we'd love to have you on to talk about ICE and other issues if you ever want to come on for more extensive conversations. Just or we could even, if you ever want us to do it on your show, you know what I mean, so you can get the views and everything. Like I can't speak for Cryptid, but I'm sure you wouldn't mind moderating. Go out on your show at least once or whatever. Just let us know. Figure it out. All right.
Well, yeah, I'd be happy to go
back to Sam Cedar. Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like in 2025, and I've seen some really good interviews he's done with folks. He's gone out to Minnesota and
PM7, yes.
And that's PM7. I can't remember what it is, but specifically outlined anything that was anti-Christian or perceived as anti-Christian. One of these protesters is a pastor herself. Oh
yeah, I kind of skipped ahead because it's long, but I think they're talking about the one that charged him after some KKK act thing or whatever, like anything deemed anti-Christian or something. Was interesting. I think that's what they were trying to charge him with.
I mean, the only thing they really should be charged with is trespassing, obviously. But they should also be charged with being assholes.
Okay.
I don't understand why people do stuff like this. Like I saw the video. I don't understand why people do stuff like that and think they're the good guys.
Interesting.
Test and maybe let his congregation know that this dude also. On one hand, he's talking about. I'm not Christian. I don't know what happens in churches like this, but I assumed there was a lot of love thy neighbor, be good to people, be nice, not let's round up the brown people. But
yeah, he turned disgraceful.
Here, play this clip number 21.
Yeah, and you won't see the guy. David Easterwood is the pastor who is the ICE field operator. Is not in this video, but this is the disruption that is causing the Trump administration to to launch a probe.
They want to bring charges. Now, this is all on video. I don't know why they need a probe for this.
Well, they're saying that it's anti-religious, anti-Christian discrimination, of course.
Remember the SP.
I will say this. I don't know if anybody here watches NJ Ranger's weekly show with Flimsy Greenberg. But in his intro, I think it's right at the beginning of his intro, he has Sam Cedar right here in the commenting on one of his chats in the Majority Report. So apparently, NJ Ranger used to contribute chat wise on this show, so that was kind of interesting.
PM7. MS specifically, what is it? The memo.
The NSPM7. NSPM7.
Yeah.
NSPM7.
NSPM7. Yes.
NSPM7. I can't remember what it is, but specifically outlined anything that was anti-Christian or perceived as anti-Christian. One of the protesters is a pastor herself. So I know it gets
self-hating Christian.
It's confused. Self-hating Christian. Go ahead.
What a fucking cunt this bitch is.
David Easterwood is a pastor here. He is also the director of the field office for ICE in St. Paul. So someone who claims to worship God, teaching people in this church about God, is out there overseeing ICE agents. Think about what we've experienced. The murder of Renee Good at the hands of ICE. A Venezuelan national shot by ICE. A 6-month-old baby who almost died as a result of ICE unleashing military-grade weapons on our community. How dare you claim to be a pastor of God?
Typical liberal, make shit up and get mad at it.
In our community.
I think Jesus would be understanding. We're about worship these folks. We're about spreading the love of Jesus. But did you try to talk to them? No, church had gathered for worship, which we do every Sunday, and we were interrupted by this group of protesters. Yeah. We asked them to leave, and they obviously have not left.
So here's the thing, why?
Because they think,
why
and
are
I'm
they
not
doing
saying
this
I agree, but because they think, that obviously teachings of Jesus were not pro-ICE.
Jesus literally said, "Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's," which literally means obey the law.
Yeah, well, the Bible contradicts itself all over the fucking
place. Well, yeah, the Bible isn't really a great source
right, that's
of
the
any
problem,
of this.
Right. You know what? This is what's weird about this one. My opinion on this one is mixed. I'm trying to be fair because I'm an agnostic, bordering on an atheist. So, and I think these fucking churches should be fucking. If you're gonna get into politics and government, you should be fucking taxed at this fucking point. But there are also probably a lot of good people in that church that just wanted to go to church, and they have nothing to do with this. They may not know their pastors. I don't know. I'm torn on this one. I think this one could have been done a different way. I'm not all in on this.
That's what I'm saying. These guys just look like a bunch of assholes, really. That's all they're doing. I mean, what do they think? What's the? Well, I know what the end game is to get on the fucking news, which is what happened. To get the social media clicks because there's a bunch of people that are recording it too. As I said, there's one guy who's just being an asshole to like literally everybody, just right in their face. Why don't you do this or why don't you do that? You're not a real Christian. You're not a real Christian. Just getting right up in people's face, even kids. There's a couple of teenagers. He just gets right up in their face. You're not a real Christian. You're just like,
yeah.
The whole time I'm watching, I'm just going, I just want to tell this guy to shut the fuck up. But it's all about getting on the news and then they're just being assholes. They're just being assholes to be assholes, and that's what I'm saying. These people don't belong in a civilized society. They cannot get along in a civilized society.
So I I actually agree with Rogue Diva here. I think that's a perfect compromise. Take it on the sidewalk in front of the fucking church. Let the people go in.
That's fine.
Bring your signs, make your statement, let people know, who the pastor is and all that. It's actually not even the pastor that's in the video. It's a different pastor. The pastor they were pissed at wasn't even there, which is the ironic part. But yeah, I'm like, the irony is certain churches and religious groups, they protest and wait, like they'll go to, abortion clinics and cause a ruckus. So it goes both ways, but I want to be fair. I'm not big on that either. It's
I mean, but a lot of times, like I've seen actually, like there's a place I lived near an abortion clinic. This is years ago, and there were always like church, Christians and stuff out on the sidewalk, out in front, not the sidewalk in front of the door, and the sidewalk on the street, away from the parking lot. On this main street sidewalk, then there's the parking lot, and then there's the abortion clinic. They were always camped out there on the sidewalk, on the public property, and like praying and stuff, or chanting, killing babies and stuff like that. Never saw them ever like on the parking lot, go near the building, but always, on the sidewalk out in front there. That's fine.
Yeah. So what I was thinking of is, I forget where it was, but I know there used to be this church, this group, one of those mega church fucking groups, right? And they would they had like a van that they parked, and it was in a highly Latino area, so a lot of the women going in there did not speak English or did not speak it well, and they would try to they would have like the van outside and make it look like it's women's health information, this and that, and as they were going through appointments, they would like try and entice them into the van, and then once they got them in there, they would try and talk them out of it. Now, granted, it's probably all legal. I'm not into trying to trick people because of a language barrier into, you know what I mean?
That's sort of suspect.
Yeah.
I've been trying to talk people out of like stuff like that. I think it's fine, but
yes, I'm even, like I said,
that seems a little grimy.
Right. I'm fine. Like I said, just like with these people, they want to stand outside and let people know who this agent was. So if they didn't want to go in the church anymore, who the pastor was, sorry. And
but, it's a mega church anyway, so they're fucking grimy.
Right. You know how it is. Yeah. And obviously it's their right outside the, and by the way, it's not like I'm pro-abortion, but it's their right to try and feel like, a baby's this, it's that. But like I said, to try, like, I forget how they described the van, but it acted like they wanted to help her. And then they get her in there, and then they got translators to try and talk her out of it and all that shit. So, yes, that's not what Jesus meant. He's a stone thrower. I'm a fucking brick thrower. That's how that goes.
See, these are people that they're just trying to get fucking TikTok. They're trying to get whatever their social medias. They're trying to get some social media.
Yeah, you can even see the TikTok. Going. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, this is why it's funny. This one to me was like, it wasn't cut and dry, but I'm not. Like I said, I always try to best I can put myself in other people's situation, in their shoes. And I ain't a church guy. I'm not a religious person, but I come from a Catholic family, and a lot of my relatives.
I don't think this is so much. I mean, it could have been anything going on, and they're not even a church. They're just going in and being an asshole to a bunch of people because just to be assholes to people.
You have the right to protest in public, which is why I fight for those people protesting with ICE. But you don't have the right to protest in private places if they don't want you there. It's just how it is, I fucking hate Walmart and everything they stand for, but I can't go in there and they can tell me to leave, And
well, yeah, they can have the cops come in and ask you to leave.
Yeah. So again, I agree that this should have been. I have no problem with them protesting and letting people know who the head pastor is, but you got to do it outside the church. I'm not a fan of it inside the church, which then brings up the second part of it.
It's a church or not, whatever this gathering is, regardless of what they were doing
private
in there.
right,
it doesn't even matter if it was a church. It's like these people just targeted this place, and they're being an asshole to everybody who's in here gathering for what. It doesn't matter that it's a church or whatever reason. It could have been anything. It could be in an AA meeting or a bowling league.
Yes, yeah.
They're
basically
just,
it had nothing
they're
to do
going in to be assholes to these people specifically.
Well, I don't want to say what everyone's thinking. Like, I'm guessing, I think some of these, you're right. I think some of these people, they're making TikTok videos, so they just want to get their moment. 100%. I would like to believe some of these people actually do care and they are religious, and then they don't like what this pastor stands for or whatever. But again, you're just
like the one lady that said there, they made a bunch of shit up and then got mad at it, and they're taking it out on these people.
Well, if they're making up, if the guy's not in ICE, he's not one of these ICE guys. I assume he is. I don't know why they were.
Well, no, all the other shit that she was saying.
Okay,
they're doing this, they're doing that, whatever.
So then the second part of this is, the Don Lemon aspect. Like, should he have gone in there and
no,
he's in a journalistic capacity to cover this,
The Don Lemon part is actually not even the part that I'm most upset about.
Right, yeah. Well, it's funny. I think that's why I think it even got some of the buzz it got, because I forget. I think they put out, yeah.
It's like I remember everybody being pissed at Don Lemon, and then I looked it all up, and I'm like, okay, yeah, he's a dipshit, and everybody knows that. But it's like, I was mad at the part of where, it's just like, oh, we're going to make some shit up and go harass these specific people for no particular reason other than to be, uncivilized assholes.
So Metal, yeah, like early in the shit, I just remembered, well, it's getting late, so I'm not going to bother now, but if Krishan showed up, I was going to send him the link. I forgot. I should have sent it. Anyway, he must not be around. He would have shown up in here. Yeah. But the guy we had on 2 weeks ago, Krishan, he messaged me earlier in the week because he found this story interesting. I didn't find it as interesting as he did, but, I figured we were just going to pile the ICE stuff all together. So I was like, sure, man, if we cover it, you want to come on? And then after that, like a day or two later, was the stuff with the little kids, with the 5-year-old. The 5-year-old's the one that I heard of. I know my wife told me about another one that I hadn't heard of. But it was another little kid, similar, almost identical story, I think. So I was like, all right, we'll compile both of those, and that's what we got. And anything else, ICE. And then, like, as I said, yesterday happened, and I was like, well, yesterday is going to be the top story, and then if we can get to the other stuff, sure. So, yeah, we got stuck with the, not stuck, we got on a standstill with the first story. We weren't going to budge each other either way at that moment, so we'll just finish with this thing, and we'll be wrapping it up soon anyway.
One is his main gig. Is being a pastor the main gig, and the ICE field director is his side gig?
Yeah. That's not the guy, just FYI. He wasn't there.
The pastor wasn't there?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
Oh, that's a different guy?
Different pastor, yeah.
She said that before they played the video, Sam. Fucking pay attention.
Yeah, that guy, the field director is bald. You can look him up.
What does he have to say about David Easterwood, though? Are we going to just
Bitch is a fucking raging cunt, and I don't blame Sam for not listening to her, because I'm kind of tuning her out as well.
All right, try to see what other footage we got here.
I mean, look at everything she says. Oh my God,
it's
just condescending, every single word out of her mouth.
Yeah, she was originally on TYT, and she quit TYT to take this job like some years ago. And yeah, she kind of went viral.
Or did Chuck Yogurt get tired of her fucking bitchy attitude of what she's got going on here?
Well, I believe she left because she was gonna be the Anna Kasparian on this show, the second mic, where she was stuck on whatever weekend mic on the other show. So.
Jack, on the ground out in front of an ICE facility.
What's your name?
My name's Jack. We're just trying to help pick up some release detainees. They're left out in the cold, and get them some supplies, get them home, whatever they need. So.
Cool, thank you.
It was nice to meet you, Doc.
Do they come out here?
Yeah.
When they release them?
Yeah, we got a whole little system. We're we got whatever you call these.
Do you know when they're going to let them out?
We don't know when.
And they just they just walk out?
They just drop them out. I'm looking for somebody with a jail bag, and then we go and help out.
Do they even have it's freezing today?
What I'm told is they've been taken. No, they don't have the right clothes. So in some ways, ICE should be thanking us, because that's like another type of murder. Throw them out in this weather, you don't last very long. So, but basically, I'm told they've been taking IDs if they're brown, and then also phones, no matter what. So we try to get them burner phones, things like that, get them a ride, whatever they need. So
what do you think?
I know that burner phone isn't probably the slang you want to be using, but sure.
Yeah, it's like
these tactics.
All right.
Burner phones mean you're up to no good. That's why it's called a burner phone. You don't want a trackable phone.
It's because you can chuck it in a just chuck it in a trash can or something to burn the
get
phone.
Burner phones. Jeez, you're not helping the cause here. Come on.
It doesn't feel right, man.
Yes, we know they're criminals.
How do you? I don't even want to entertain an argument. It's just like you think about these kind of two-way fetish people. Here's your moment. This isn't small government. I know that. So it's just hard to stomach. That's all.
Thank you for the work you're doing. How many people have you helped so far?
So this is my first day. I just started a new job. I get 2 days off a week, 2:30 to 11 p.m. So when I'm off, I'm going to be here. I just learned of this group that's kind of doing some meaningful stuff and do my part a little bit.
Why get involved?
It's a beautiful city. It's a beautiful country in a lot of ways, and we want. I just don't see us staying that way.
So,
who
I don't know. There's some kind of organization there. Sorry, I skipped a little farther than I wanted. Apparently, these are, I think, people that they're taking into custody, ICE, and then like just dumping. Like, obviously, they're not people that they're deporting. It's the people that, they're picking up because they interfered, I'm guessing, or they might be undocumented immigrants. And then I guess, or they, because I'm thinking it's the ones they think might be undocumented immigrants. So there might be some kind of language thing, and then they're just supposedly just dumping them. I don't know if it's true or not. That's why I'm like,
oh no, it probably is. That's what happens. Even if you get picked up by local PD or whatever, all police do that. If you get picked up, you stay in jail overnight. They literally just throw you out the front door. Like. Joey was literally talking about that.
This is just some group
the other day. Yeah, that's all police.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Last week Joey was talking about that. Yeah,
Dawn,
they literally,
I can't.
As I said, I had to pick up my brother once from a whole other city away, like a 2-hour drive.
Jesus.
And they just kicked him out, and he didn't even have like shoes or anything. I told you we were tubing. He didn't even have like shoes or nothing. He went to a local store and just grabbed some socks to put on. I had to go pick them up. It was like, 3 or 4 in the morning, freezing cold. All he had on was, board shorts and a fucking and a t-shirt, and like that's it.
God, yeah, I can't remember.
They just push you out the front door when they're done with you.
Oh, dude, I even had them fuck with me, and I wasn't even arrested. So my birthday, right near Christmas. So it was my birthday. This is when I was dating my wife. We weren't even married yet. So I'm in my fucking early 20s or whatever, mid 20s. And it's me and my wife, and we're out drinking with her brother and his then fiance. And then, my wife and I, we had a little kid already, but so she went home with the kid. My brother-in-law had a kid, so he went up. So me and my brother-in-law, we were going to drive out to Mohegan Sun, which is it's a casino in Connecticut. And sorry, not Mohegan Sun, the other one, Foxwoods, which is also in Connecticut. So we were already drinking, so it wasn't the best idea. So he's driving. We pick up a 12-pack for the ride. We're drinking. He's like swerving all over the. Yeah, it was dumb as shit, dude. He's swerving all over the road.
Been there.
And all of a sudden, he goes, as calm as can be, he goes, "Nick, hold my beer." I'm like, okay. And he hands it to me, and he starts to pull over. So I thought he had to piss or puke. I didn't even notice we're being pulled over by the fucking cops, Connecticut police, the staties. And so I know he's fucked. And I think I'm going to jail. And apparently in Connecticut, because in Mass, you can't even drink in the fucking car. In Connecticut, a passenger can drink in the back, or at least they could back then, because they're like, you're lucky we're not taking you in. You're supposed to have that in the back seat. I'm like, oh shit, I can have this. So
Wait, I could have been drinking this whole time.
So I just had to go in the back. So we're near like an exit, so they arrest him. They tow the fucking car. They have me get in one of the cruisers. They pull right off the exit and stop the car and tell me to get out. It's like midnight, 1 a.m. It's fucking like 10 degrees. I have pitch black. I have no idea where I am. And they're like, the fucking jail's down there. And I'm like, so I just start walking towards and I finally see the jail. Whatever town this was in Connecticut, it was one of those towns where they didn't have a McDonald's or like nothing. Everything was like Jim's Diner, Pat's grocery store.
It's like a real small town.
Yeah, real small town. I get to the fucking jail. I'm trying to call my wife. She don't answer. Obviously, she's sleeping. I'm trying to call his girlfriend. She's not answering. I try and call the bail bondsman. I leave him a message. He doesn't answer. So I'm just staying in the jail, and I start falling asleep, like on a bench in the waiting room. And the cop's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "This isn't a fucking hotel." I'm like, "I'm waiting for the bail bondsman to come." He's like, "Get out." So I walked around all fucking night. Finally, like, came back in the morning. We got him. And he thought when we drove him home, he thought I had left him. The cops kicked me out of the jail, then told him, he goes, "Oh, real good friend you got there. He left you." Like, they're just dicks. And my brother-in-law said they took the blanket from him, so he's just like freezing all night. They're just assholes, And we're just I'm not saying we didn't do anything wrong, but it was a DUI where we didn't fight, we didn't resist. You know what I mean? It was, we complied, and still dicks. So I get it.
Unless people stand up.
Yeah. It's a cold day. You could be on your couch watching a football game, your feet up.
That's exactly what I'd be doing, to be honest. But it's who else is going to do it? At this point, it's not the police. We need the people.
What's your name again?
Jack.
Jack.
Yes.
Come here, brother.
Yes. I appreciate you.
That's what people need to do, man. You're amazing. That's what people do. This really upsets you. Why?
Dude, this is the only reason I put this part on, because I remember this. Like, how fucking phony is Don Lemon?
For real.
This is
and also, that somebody should, inform this guy that, this happens like literally at every jail every single day all across the United States. Why is it so important that, he's doing the DH or at the ICE now is suddenly so incredibly important that he be there to help these people? When there's, as I said, people are released out of jail, just kicked out the front door at every jail in the United States, across the country, every day.
Yeah, what I was disappointed is his reason. He didn't even seem to have one. He seems like a decent guy, but he just seems like he's probably caught up in, like, even though you would disagree, he could have been like, you know what? I hate the whole ICE situation. I think they're going too far. So this is the only way I could think of the help, because I live near this facility. You know what I mean? Something like that.
That would make sense. That at least makes sense.
Right. Makes some sense. And Lemon, you're supposed to be a journalist. You're not supposed to be like, "Come here, brother. Give me a hug." Like, you're trying to like exploit this whole situation for fucking clicks or whatever. It's like, it's just.
Yeah, this guy just sounds like he was on like X or Reddit or whatever he goes on social media. And saw this going on, and he's already brainwashed into thinking like, "Oh, I need to go down there and help for no particular reason at all. I have no idea why I'm doing it, but I've been told I should."
I think I told you the reason I didn't go to the second No Kings fucking protest like months ago is because it seemed like people were going just to go. Like, I don't like Trump, so let's protest. I'm like, I am down to protest for certain shit, but there has to be a fucking specified reason. Like
a unified message, a thing that you're going to actually do. Yeah, that No Kings thing was just like, you can ask 10 people, what they're there for, to get 10 different answers. Yeah,
exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah. All right, man. Just want to wrap this up. I don't know like how much more.
We're about to hit the 2-hour mark, so I think it's time.
The only other thing I could think of is I had the that little kid video, but if you're good, no worries.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
As I said, I didn't really look that much into it.
Gotcha.
I said, really, we already had the discussion that I think is about as in depth as we'd get into it anyway.
Thank you, Metal. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Liquid Cryptid, tell the people where they can find you, my friend.
Rumble.com, Liquid Cryptid is my main channel these days. I actually got 3 channels on there. One is for where I upload John's streams.
Yep.
Yes, I got the one up there today. I even got the car one from yesterday, which was fantastic. Did you see when he was in the car?
Oh
When he was
yes,
driving?
yes, yeah. I saw clips. Yeah, and the fucking some of the super chats were like, "I hope this super chat." Dude, he's so dumb. Like literally, somebody could have called the cops on him for not like paying attention. Like one of the chatters, you know what I mean? That's something I'm surprised nobody tried to. You know?
I'm pretty sure they probably did.
Yeah,
I'm
they
pretty
just
sure
don't know where
somebody
he
did.
is. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like
They just don't know where he is. I saw like when I posted it on X because you can follow me on X, Liquid Cryptid as well, and you'll get links to whenever I upload John's streams. And yeah, somebody there's been a couple of reposts on that where people are tagging like Cape Coral PD and stuff like that, saying you should probably look at this. But yeah, he's sitting there with the, of course, notebook or with his laptop on the, because he doesn't know how to use a phone to do this stuff. So he's got his laptop on the passenger seat, and he's sitting there doing. He's even putting up chats and shit while he's driving. There's one point where he even hits the rumble strips on the side.
yeah, dude.
It's just like, dude.
I couldn't think what they were called when I was telling my story about the brother-in-law. Yeah, my brother-in-law was so drunk he just kept fucking. I'm like, we're fucked. But yeah. Yeah, I have 3-year links in the description. I know about 2 of your channels. I don't know about the third one. I know about the John, your main one, and I know about your dabbling in the verse. I don't know what the third one is though.
The third channel there is Liquid Cryptid Gaming, where I do VR gaming.
Okay.
If you just follow the main channel, the main account, that they're all under, you should get a notification for whatever one I go live on.
Good one.
And I try to go live every day with the VR stuff. That's what I use for exercise, especially for the next week or so, because this ice ain't going nowhere.
Oh my god!
For a while.
I know. I went to
it's not gonna get above 30 here for probably at least the next week.
Yeah, we got a cold week coming too, man. I went to the grocery store on Friday after work, and it was fucking crazy. It's like, and I forgot a couple things, so I got to try and get out there tomorrow, and I don't know if it's gonna happen. But it's because we're fucking buried.
Oh yeah, I went to Thursday. Thursday was fucking wild at the grocery store. It was like, and then I went yesterday morning, before the storm hit, and man, this is clean the fuck out. The funniest part is like all the beef and pork are all cleaned out, but there's plenty of chicken and seafood left.
There you
go. I was just like, yep. You can probably tell that I live in the South. But yeah, it was pretty funny. Of course all the baking stuff was gone. Produce was wiped the fuck out. I needed an onion, and there were literally like 3 onions left. Like of all the onions everywhere in the store, there were 3 left.
God,
I got one.
One of my kids is like the one that eats like most of the bread in the fucking house. The kid loves bread. Like I'll buy bagels, he just eats plain bagels. I buy him a baguette. Like he'll take like a baguette for lunch. It's fucking crazy. But when it comes to like, he likes bacon, eggs, and toast. But he likes this certain brand of like Italian bread, and he knows the fucking difference when I buy a different one. So they were out of it. I'm like, fuck, because the bread was like wiped. They sell bread at the CVS near me. They sell that type of bread. And I'm like, and I go there, and they had they moved where the bread was. So I don't think anyone knew where it was. So it was fucking full. I was like, oh, thank God.
But yeah, the bread aisle, the baking aisle, all that stuff was just completely
fucking eggs,
wiped out.
all that
I
shit.
didn't even bother looking at, like eggs or milk or water or whatever, because I'm pretty sure that was going to be all pretty wild. But yeah, I didn't realize it was going to still be freezing so long after this, because normally when we get the snow, a couple days later it'll be back, in the 40s and 50s, so it all melts where I am. But yeah, this is going to stay cold the whole time. So now I'm like, I think we'll go try to get the ice off the car tomorrow. It's encased in ice, and at least get it warmed up and get the ice off of it. I don't think I'm going to drive because the roads are still pretty icy.
Yep.
And they're probably going to be until they can get through and, scrape them all up, and, plow them all and get some more salt down and stuff and get them drivable. Right now, I'd say the roads are probably not drivable. My sidewalk's barely walkable.
Oh, it's rough. Yeah.
It's just straight ice. Everything is just cake. It's just literally a sheet of ice over the entire world outside here.
Yeah, the plows where I am, they haven't been. I don't know. It's I went last time I was outside was 2.5 hours, like a half hour before we went live. That's when I walked the dog. Well, carried the dog to places where I could fucking walk her. But yeah, Chris, I think I probably had at least like a foot when I was out there earlier. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah, so we maybe only got like a couple inches of snow, maybe half a foot at the most, and then then it started freezing rain, and then sleet on top of the. So yeah, we literally exactly it's ice on ice. We got literally everything's coated. Well, he's up in New York, right? So
yeah.
They got hit pretty good too. Well, right by you, well, a little south of you.
Yeah, that Joey. Yeah, I didn't even. I don't know. Next time we talk to Joey, we can ask him about the Dave Sarah thing. I forgot all about that. That was interesting. Very interesting.
But in Rumble and X, you can find me there, Liquid Cryptid. For all your John viewing needs.
Yes, check him out. He is he became mortal enemy #1 to Stuttering John when it comes to the YouTube.
And I'm still trying to get I'm still working on getting my YouTube channel back. It's just I have other priorities, and honestly, I have almost as many subs on Rumble now. So I've just not been in any kind of hurry to get my YouTube channel back. I'm sort of really just like, I got ideas and plans and stuff. Like, I've tried to reach out to John a couple of times, say, hey, how can we work this out? I got some plans, for doing counter notifications and things like that. I just haven't done any of it yet.
Yeah, when I thought I was going to get on again, when he agreed to have me on, as I told you, I was going to bring you up, but it's never going to happen. He always reneges. I can't figure out why. I can't figure out, me of all people, why. Like, I've tried to run this through my head. I'm like, it's not because, like, he knows who I am. I know I'm not a big name, but he knows who I am, and he's had on people he's never fucking heard of before because he saw that they trashed Shuli. So it's not that. It's not. I can't figure out what the fuck it is. Like, why? The only thing I can think of, but I think he's too wet brained to realize this, is that his talking points aren't going to work with. I've never trashed his. I know he always exaggerates about people trashing his family, but I've literally only ever defended his family, so he has nothing when it comes to that. When he
remember, you went to his mom's house.
That's right. Yeah, which is, dude, like, well, that's
no matter how many times people have told him no, there was a joke. He was in front of his own house, or he was in his own neighborhood. John always just says, "Oh, it looked like my mom's place," and then by the next day, it's totally forgotten.
The funniest part is I was thinking, I'm working on a video explaining the whole thing or whatever. So I was going, like, John took down his own videos, but I made videos back then. That's when of what I was going through with him, and Clay and I were fighting with a certain baseball player at the time. So I made videos on the whole thing. So I still got those, so I can pull some of the clips. And I had forgotten that, like, John will bring up, he's like, he sent me this beautiful email, and then he blah, blah, blah. He always, it wasn't a beautiful email. In the email, I explained I didn't go to his fucking house. I gave him reasons, and he accepted it. But he forgets that. You know what I mean? He forgets that he acknowledged I didn't go to his house like a year ago. But
he only remembers people he hates, and he doesn't remember why he hates them.
And the people that give him info, I don't know if they intentionally give him wrong info, exaggerate. Like I said, now he's saying I got him graping 2 underage girls, which I never fucking said. I'm like, forget it. Unreal. All right,
it's
guys.
Not worth it.
It's not even worth it at this fucking
And Tommy, yes, I do recommend Rumble. It was like a little odd at first, and it kind of feels, sort of like vacant, but once you kind of get used to it and you really see, it's jumping off pretty good. And they don't just kick you off for because somebody said I don't like you.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it. I know it sounds a lot like, I'm just trying to make the best of it. And I mean, I was already posting things on Rumble anyway before my channel got shut down, my YouTube channel. But the more I've been forced to use it. So as I said, it sounds like I'm trying to say it's good because I have no other choice. But it's actually, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, and the lucky
don't
thing is,
don't go to Kick.
No, if people want to watch it,
the Kick app sucks balls. There you go.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if people want to watch John, they're gonna find you, dude. You know what I mean? They'll figure it out. I know Rumble's a little like, I remember John the other day. He's like, TSN, we got to see their real numbers. When they're on YouTube, they always got 1,600. When they're on Rumble, they had like 400. I'm like, well, John, less people watch them on. Like, if they had to go to straight Rumble, sure, they'd build it up. But because they're not straight Rumble, you know how it works.
No, actually,
you know?
they have been getting about 1,500 on Rumble now.
Was it? Okay, yeah, I just went by what John said. John said they had like 300 or 400 or
numbers.
something.
They're getting their regular numbers over on Rumble. What John was seeing was the one time when they got kicked off, he struck them off of YouTube, and they were back like 5 minutes later. But everybody had already moved over to Rumble and was watching them on Rumble. But like 200 people came back and watched on YouTube. And that's what he's saying. Oh, that's their real numbers is 200.
Yeah.
It's like, no, they just stayed over on Rumble. YouTube came back. They didn't even realize it that their stream was back.
Fucking Christ. Tommy, the pineapple compared me to you yesterday, buddy. I had like a ADHD moment where somebody said the word ruminate, and I've always loved that word. I'm like, ruminate. I'm like, I love ruminate. Yeah, I just, whatever. I had a little ADHD moment where I just kept saying the word ruminate over and over again. So the pineapple asked if I was pulling a Tommy Jordan, or I was acting like Tommy Jordan, or if I'm related to Tommy Jordan, something like that. I forget. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. Apparently, Joey C will be going live at 11:30. I lost that chat. There it is. All right. I will be going live at 11:30 p.m. tonight to discuss this as a presidential candidate. So I guess Joey will be discussing the ICE shooting of another U.S. citizen in Minnesota. So we'll see what Joseph Samuel Catalano III thinks about this. And I don't know, should be interesting. So I guess check him out. I am OG Mumbling Nick. Obviously, you can find me here every Sunday with Liquid Cryptid, and every Saturday on Echo Pineapple's channel with him. And if you want some Jake Hudson's knowing is half the battle videos, I got a bunch of those, and I got some more coming out. And I don't know, I'm still deciding if I'm gonna do any more. I will try my best. I think I'm just going to not do them regularly. I'm just going to save it for if there's a random guest I want or can get and they have no interest in politics. That's what I'll do it. That's what I'll call it. So that's probably what that's going to be. But anyway, thank you, Cryptid. Thank you, all of you. Mumbling. Thanks to all of you.
I think Granny might be sniping us.
Granny? What's up, Granny? I don't know.
Well, good timing. We're about out of here.
Yeah, we're about to end anyway. I have no. Actually, I like Granny. I got no issue with Granny.
Yeah.
Granny has the best Jake Hudson stories fucking ever. They're fucking fantastic. All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back next week. At this rate, it'll probably be on something to do with ICE.
Jesus Christ, I know.
Hopefully something else happens in the world of politics that has nothing to do with Minnesota or ICE. I'll be ecstatic about that because I'm getting a little sick of this topic, but you kind of have no choice when this shit keeps happening. But anyway, thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Good night, everybody.
Stuff, mumbling, pineapple stuff, dabbling, controversial stuff. Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. NICK mumbling is right here. People in the house, put them hands in the air. Cause if you don't vote, then we don't care. 1, 2, 3 times 2 to the 6. Jonesing for your fix of that dabble politics mix. But when I fudge you at punk, shut the fudge up and back the fudge up while we fudge this track up. On your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up, on your flags up. Retort in, now retort out. politics. You can't mess with dabbling in politics. Listen, we debate it all every week, Saturday night, and the shoot-you thing right here. Yo, we're doing it all the time, so you better get some better views and get saved up on your dime. So we got the gang set, so don't complain yet. 24/7, never begging for a rain check. Old school dabblers blasting out the political shit. The passion for shit, put bounce in the dabble pit. Throw your flags up, throw your flags up.